She's going on through that, and she's rocking the world. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, from Bradenton, Charlotte Harber. Go on.
Hey, it's great to be back. Thanks for coming out to support me. Start out by telling you a little bit about myself. I make my living as a model, okay? I know I'm not 18. I'm not a Victoria's Secret model either, because I definitely have secrets I'm keeping. I'm what you call a lifestyle model. I'm real people. I eat real food. I don't eat tofu and rice. I'm like a piece of the chocolate. So, you know, I'm at that age where when I go to try on bathing suits in the dressing room, I bring dry ice and a fan. It makes it look good. It's got that little fantasy thing going on, a little dream action. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, these shop owners, they need Photoshop in those dressing rooms. You know, you can't take back bathing suits. They don't ever let you take back bathing suits. So I'm thinking Photoshop. They need to make us look, as mature people, look really good during try-ons. So the other day, I was on my way to Fort Myers to work on a commercial. And I'm a huge coffee drinker. So I had drunk like 2 cups of coffee. And thinking to myself, man, I do need to stop and get off of the interstate and go pee. But just about that time, the traffic comes to a complete standstill. So I am thinking to myself, I start to get just a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm thinking, well, you know, this will move in a minute, I'm hoping. So I'm sitting there and I'm like getting a little more uncomfortable, and then I'm thinking to myself, well, I can't really pee on the side of the road because all the people will see that I pee, and they'll know it's me because they'll recognize my head. So I'm getting really uncomfortable, and I kind of look around and think, well, I'm desperate. I could probably pee in my coffee cup. So I reach down and I get my coffee cup, but then I think, well, you know, I was lucky because I wore a skirt that day. Well, I'll just take off my panties so I rip the panties off and I throw them on the floor and I pull the skirt up, and then like all this while I'm sitting in the car with traffic around me. So I'm sitting there and I'm doing this and I'm looking around and thinking, and I get the cup and I'm trying to get it positioned, and I'm thinking, what do these people think I'm doing over here? And I think, but what if I overpee the cup? This is not a good thing. So I'm getting a little more nervous because it's getting a little bit more harder to hold. Maybe the traffic will move. So I set the cup aside, and I'm getting more desperate, and I think, well, there's a towel. Maybe I'll put the towel in there. So I put the towel and the cup, and I'm thinking, well, what if I overpee the cup and the towel, and then it's all over me, and then I'm trying to go to work, and I have to look like a professional, so I think, well, I'll just wait a little bit longer, and all of a sudden, the traffic started to move. So I'm going along, and I'm getting off the interstate, looking for a bathroom. Well, there is no bathroom, and the traffic comes to another stop. So I'm thinking, these people are going to have to know that I pee. I don't have a choice. So I open up both the cars. That's a little trick. The car doors, if you open up both the car doors, you can pee on one side and nobody can see your butt. So I crawl out. I get in the squat position. Really, I barely make it. So I did not do a delicate pee-pee. This is not. This is. And I'm thinking, I've got to do this pee-pee fast because somebody might come up and ask me if they can help me. And I'm thinking, well, if you want to help me, you can make sure there's no more traffic jams because I don't want to pee on my car. So I get down to the commercial, and about lunchtime, and the director orders lunch for the crew, and so everybody orders sandwiches, and they come back turkey, meatball, and ham. Well, everybody's eating their sandwiches, but mine's labeled Ginch. And I think, well, anybody know who Ginch is? Because I don't really want to eat the crew sandwich because I didn't want them to think I'm really spoiled or something. So I'm waiting around, I'm starving. And finally I just say, well, I'm just going to eat Ginch's sandwich anyway because maybe he's just not going to show up. So I'm eating the sandwich and the crew breaks out into a laugh and they say, hey Charlotte, we figured out who Ginch is. So I say, well, who's Ginch? And they say, 6 inch. So I say, you know, a woman measured that because a man would have put 12-inch and I would have never been confused. Now, another thing I do, I work at Home Shopping Network, and that's all filmed live in Clearwater. So if you flubbed up on national TV, and everybody knows it, there's no second chances. So I go out online and on air to show my wraparound skirt. Now, girls, you know what wraparound skirts are, but gentlemen don't. They have like a flap under here, and then a flap that comes over. So I'm in a rush, and I really didn't check out what I was wearing before I got on the air, and the camera starts to pan down me. So I'm just modeling my wraparound skirt, and I open it up to show what was underneath, and I didn't realize what I had done until we sold 1,500 pair of pink Powder Puff panties I was wearing. My family, I've got 3 kids. They're 17, 18, and 19. But when they were really little, we took them skiing. They were about 9, 10, and 11. And it was the very last one of the day. My son, we get up on the lift, and we just passed the lodge. He goes, "Mom, I think I have to dookie." So I said, "Can you hold it?" I mean, not much choice. "Yeah, I'm going to try, Mom. I'm going to try." So we ski all down. We get down to the bottom, and nobody comes. And I'm thinking, oh, man, finally I see my son start coming down. His face is all red, and he's got jacket was red turned brown. And I'm thinking, oh, yeah, man, what happened, son? He goes, "Well, Mom, I had to take off my skis and hike in the woods, and I had to go dookie." I said, "Oh, you couldn't make it." I couldn't make it." "Well, what'd you hike with?" "Well, those hand warmers only had 2 chances." So I got the jacket. I said, "Well, why are you crying? What are you crying about, man?" He goes, "Well, if your balls were touching 0 degrees, you would cry too." I wrote a little song about that. With this little song. To go in the woods, you better wear log covers. You never know if they will come in handy. It could be 0 degrees and there you are hugging your